What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben, here to invite you to our weekly Friday owners call. Now, what the owners call is it's a call that I and some of my associates actually do with our current and our prospective owners of our clubs, where we give you the information, answer the questions that you have on what's going on with your club you own right now, or what are the investment opportunities of owning a piece of the club. If you're interested in owning a share or a piece of our clubs, our resorts, our bank, our future airline we're launching, our decentralized private jet company, get on board, guys. Everyone's moving in to the decentralized economy. Join now, and at least join the owner's call. It's easy peasy. You get all the information you need. You can ask all the questions you want, and it's very simple. Give us a call or send us a text right now at 941-391-3882. It's right here. 941-391-3882. Love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Give us a call. Bye-bye. We are live. Good morning, everybody. Live from the road. We narrowly escaped New Jersey before it was washed away. See, I wonder, maybe it is the end of times, and maybe our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, looked at New York and New Jersey and went, you know what? That's a good place to start. Nothing against New Yorkers or New Jersey. It's just, it's a different world there. You know, definitely not as happy as a place as you would think that it would be. But I digress. Besides, it's washing away anyway. Plus, it needed a bath. Let's be honest. New York subways, they could use a good wash once in a while. Wipe out all of the rodents. Okay, now we have breaking news from Washington, D.C. that the Genius Bill, gee, I wonder why they call it the Genius Bill. It's just actually gotten out of the committee and will go to the House floor for the debate. Now, you're going to hear all of the progressives. This takes away the authority of the government. This destroys the Federal Reserve. And every single one of us are nodding our head going, yes, it does. Yes, it does. See, what's going on? Whether you like it or not, we're in World War III. But this is not like any other world war. This is a digital world war. This is a world war of complete freedom or complete slavery. That's where we heading. We have a choice, folks. And everyone worried on Epstein, what is Trump flipping for? The Epstein files. Folks, you got to see the bigger picture here. It will come out. They will come out. Just right now, they're being used for a little leverage against this group of people. And Elon and Trump are still friends. Elon's just off with another mission. See, this is a huge change. We are flipping from a centrally controlled global organization to a decentralized system. And I don't think people really appreciate what that means. When I say a decentralized system, what I actually mean is individual ownership of the economy. We are reaching a point where the little guys will have authority through a consensus that is over the internet, where the associations you have online are more powerful than any movement that has ever been. Because just look at us. Right? Look at us. Now, with the number of views that our shows actually get, you have to realize that is billions of dollars. That is billions of dollars that is moving in a decentralized way. Because we're all here, you're watching me because you are tired of the old system. You watch other shows because you are tired of the old system that you have no influence over. Because even when you vote, you're enslaved. Because someone, somewhere, California, New York, whoever has more representation in the House of Representatives has more sway. You can't vote your way to freedom. You have to act your way to freedom. Free, you will be free. And with this new system, we are all a wave of libertarian, free-minded people that will shift the global economy. And China is fighting this tooth and nail, but they've got no authority. They have no way to do it. Everyone says, well, China has the internet blocked. Really? Does it? Good luck with that. No. I know there's a group of people in China who every day they upload my show in China. I met one of them at one of my meetups. They actually put it on a thumb drive. Swear to God, this is what he told me. They put it on a thumb drive and they send it into China. Now, mind you, that was probably 4 or 5 years ago. There's probably a better way of doing it now. Actually, that was like 6 years ago. So long, I have no idea how they do it now. We have a ton of listeners in China. I've had them reach out. This is global, right? This is how we intercept. This is how we change the world. Is we do it digitally. Because and everyone watching on X right now, share this. Everyone watching on YouTube, hit the share and then share it on X or wherever, YouTube or Facebook or wherever the hell. Because we have to grow this community. We have to educate the average Joe and Jane. That's our job. Every one of these shows, every show you see that you're like, wow, that was a great show. Send it to all your friends, because eventually they're going to watch it. They are going to figure it out. There we go, Randy. The Bitcoin Ben Club Beijing. Hey, if they'll let me in, you're damn right. Because we have to free all the people. And remember, we're not everyone wants to be free. There's a lot of people that like this system. It's the people who got rich off this fucking system. It ain't us. It isn't the average Joe or the average Jane who's actually rewarded off this old system. Because remember, they print money, they send it to the banks. Then the banks use that money. Most of the time, they buy treasuries with it. And then they get a return on the treasuries. So it's a circle jerk. It's rich getting richer off of the government and off of the Federal Reserve. This system that we've evolved into since the early night, actually since the Civil War, let's be honest, because the Reconstruction phase after the Civil War, they weren't building houses, folks. They were actually creating the civil law structure. That's what the Civil War was about, creating the civil law structure. Because remember, a civilization is only a corporate nation. That's what civilization means. It means corporate structure nation, where they shifted us from pre-Civil War. We were actually based on what is called common law. After the Civil War, we had civil law, and that's what led into all of these. I have civil rights. I have civil rights. Civil rights are privileges granted by the government. It doesn't mean you have human rights. Civil rights are the government is saying, you can now do this. We have approved you to do this. Well, we don't need civil rights. Civil rights is just civil slavery. I have said it on many a show. The Civil War, it didn't free anybody. It enslaved us all. That's what Civil War gave us. Because now we are civilians. Right. Why does the government agencies, why do they call us civilians? Because we are general labor of the corporation. We are non-employed assets of the federal government. That the bureaucracy is the management of the human resources, which is us. That's why you have a human resources. That's why you have human resources in your company, not mine. My company will never have a human resources HR fucking department. Fuck that. That's bullshit. None of our people are human resources. No, we are fucking teammates. We are kicking ass and taking names together. Because I look at our people who work with us, they're not employees, and I'm the employer. Fuck that. That's a slavery structure. We are a team. We're here to free as many people as we can. That's why our clubs are so popular, folks. Dude, and sorry, shout out to our Sarasota team. The phones are ringing off the hooks with loans. And guys, we can help you get free Bitcoin using our loan into mining program. That's what we can help you get a second mortgage or refinance your house and purchase some Bitcoin. And we can set it up over time where the mining pays the loan for the mortgage. This is the future of finance. That's exactly what Gary Cardone and Grant Cardone are setting up. See, with our bank, here, let me change the graphic now that I'm changing topics. Let me change the graphic up here on the right. There we go. All right, at our actual bank, wait, which hand? Oh, right there. All right, at our private key bank, we are going to offer mortgages. All right, we're just using round numbers again. Say you found a house for $100,000, right? $100,000. Well, we will give you a loan for $110,000, and that $10,000 will be held in Bitcoin. And with the appreciation of the Bitcoin, it will reach a point where the Bitcoin can pay off your loan. Or you just keep paying your loan, and at the end of, think about this. Let's say you get a 30-year mortgage. A 30, this is the HODL home fucking mortgage or something. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. Let's say you actually get a home loan. It's for, I don't know, like 10 years or 15 years or 20 years or even 30 years. At the end of that loan, you get the Bitcoin. How much is Bitcoin going to be worth in 30 freaking years? That's like a retirement plan actually built into your home. 4010K HODL. This is the structures we can build now because we have Bitcoin. We can actually make your home loan your retirement plan, not relying on the value of the home, but relying on the value of the actual Bitcoin that you purchase with the home. I mean, think about that. There's so much, and we can do this with a car loan. Say you apply for a loan at our bank, all right? And it's a $40,000 car. Right? We add 10%, which would be a $44,000 loan. The $4,000 goes into Bitcoin for 7 years or 6 years or 5 years or 4 years, whatever. Then at the end of that loan, you get the Bitcoin. Or when the Bitcoin reaches the point where it can actually pay off the loan, you pay off the loan. This is how you get free shit, folks. Hang on one second. A word from the sponsor.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
And we're back. Hang on one second. I need a little Red Bull. Getting a little dry. Delicious. Oh, hang on one second. I got to get a little coffee. Good stuff. All right, we're back. Guys, look at what's coming. Oh, and FYI, little bit of nugget news from Washington, D.C. The Treasury Department and some of our friends in Washington, they're buying Bitcoin. The U.S. government is quietly buying Bitcoin. They're using have you ever heard of the I think it's the market stabilization fund? I think that's what it's called. It's oh shit's crashing, let's put money into the market, guys. Right. They're, from what I hear, that's who they are buying it through, because they don't want people to know they're buying it yet. Yes, I'm telling you guys, watch for July 22nd. Everyone is telling me this. Watch. All right. There's a guy up in Washington, D.C. His name is Bo Hines. All right. While I was in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas convention of the Bitcoins, I actually met him. We sat and talked for a few minutes. He knows what's coming. He's setting it up. And when he says, whenever he's asked, well, how much Bitcoin does America want to buy? He ain't joking when he says as much as we can. Folks, what a lot of people don't realize, listen to me, this is how they're removing the Federal Reserve from the equation. Listen to me closely. The Treasury Department is going to sell American Treasury bonds, and they're going to accept payment for the Treasury bonds in Bitcoin. Let that sink in. They're going to accept payment for the Treasury bonds in Bitcoin. They'll sell the bond because it is the replacement for the Federal Reserve. Because look at the current system. Right now, the Federal Reserve purchases Treasury bonds. using US dollars. And those shitty pieces of paper, they go into the Treasury's balance sheet. And that's how the federal government pays their expenses. Well, now you personally, and listen to me, folks, this is why I'm saying this is actually part of the organization of the Treasury bond with a Bitcoin kicker. Because when you send in your Bitcoin to purchase the bond, part of that actual Bitcoin is held in the bond. It's linked with the bond. And that is actually going to pay the reward, the yield of the bond. Because remember, in the Genius Act, the thing with the Genius Act that makes it fucking genius, everyone who actually purchases Treasury bonds or a stable coin, the actual bond is a 0% yield. All right, 0%, which means the federal government will pay 0% on that bond. But for Americans, watch for this, folks. If you're an American citizen or an American company, you'll be able, and this will go for the banks too. This is how the big fucking banks can own Treasury bonds linked with Bitcoin, because it will have a kicker on it. And that's how Trump is going to make America rich again. Now, we've heard Trump say, every child that's born in America will get $1,000. Folks, that's going, a large portion of that $1,000 will be held in Bitcoin. Think about that. This is how you replace Social Security. Think big, folks. What if every child that is born right now gets $500 or $1,000 worth of Bitcoin from the government and then lives that child's life? And at the end, when it's retirement time, guess what they don't fucking need? They don't need Social Security. They have a portion of Bitcoin that's been growing for 75 years. How much is Bitcoin going to be worth in 75 fucking years? Look at the big picture. You got to connect the dots. You have to realize there's a reason Trump is so pro-Bitcoin. Do you think Trump setting up all of this, a reserve holding Bitcoin, all of this? Oh, he said, why do you think one of their why do we have a crypto week? Folks, this is how Trump's replacing the centralized system of Social Security, Medicare, all these systems that are fucking belly up, upside down. Trump's replacing them with an amplifier. And what is the amplifier? It's Bitcoin. Because remember, for every $1 that the price of the Bitcoin goes up, that over the market cap raises the market cap 21 million-ish. Or actually like 19 million. No. Yeah. 19,900,000 and something thousand. But whatever the released, whatever release level we're at is the number that the market cap goes up. For every $1 that's put into Bitcoin, the market cap goes up. Or no, let me rephrase that. For every dollar that the price goes up, it amplifies the market cap by whatever the existing circulating supply is. It's an amplifier. Think about that, folks. How do you save Social Security? You back it with Bitcoin. How do you save Medicare? You back it with Bitcoin. How do you save your personal income? You back it with Bitcoin. This is what is going on, folks. Look, I'm an average truck driver. I got into friggin' Bitcoin early. Not as early as some, but I'm pretty fucking early. And what has allowed me to launch all of my clubs, Sarasota, Massachusetts, St. Louis, Texas, Las Vegas, Nashville. Now I'm launching clubs right by Mar-a-Lago. Then Scottsdale, Arizona, which I can't wait for. If you've never been to fucking Scottsdale, Arizona, it is absolutely beautiful. We're launching a club there. Then we are going to launch a club in Miami. Guys and gals, do you know why I was able to do that? Because the Bitcoin amplified my funds. Guys, I recently bought a bank. I bought a bank. Do you think I could do that on a trucker's salary? No. It amplifies everything. And we're just at the beginning of the real amplification. Guys, over in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia is talking right now. They're in meetings with some very high-level people, Michael Saylor, and others on implementing a reserve for Saudi Arabia and other Middle Eastern countries. A sovereign wealth fund that is strictly Bitcoin. Why are they doing that? Because they know what I know. It's an amplifier. And it isn't an American amplifier. It isn't a Chinese amplifier. It isn't a Middle Eastern amplifier. It's a global amplifier. If you have a rich motherfucker here in New York that just pours a shit ton of money into Bitcoin and it shoots the fucking price up, guess what? The poorest motherfucker over in Africa gets richer because that rich motherfucker just bought a bunch of Bitcoin. It's a global amplifier. Guys, I don't think people realize with AI and robotics that is coming, and I mean damn soon, you're going to work less and make more if you structure it right. No, Social Security does not need to be abolished. What it needs is to be decentralized. Have Florida have a Social Security program. Have California have their social security program, which California needs Bitcoin more than anybody. Them in fucking Illinois, they're all retards. There's no problem with programs that aren't reliant on stealing the money from the people. Look, as soon as you implement the Bitcoin into Social Security, it's no longer a Ponzi scheme. It's investing in an appreciating asset, which is Bitcoin. It's no longer a Ponzi scheme once you have an appreciating asset. There is your other word for bank, amplifier. Amplifier private key bank. Yeah. That's what it is, folks. That's why another thing. We will be announcing that you guys will be able to reserve rooms at our resort in El Salvador soon. Well, when I say soon, probably about a month, but that's soonish. Yes, we have a resort in El Salvador, the Private Key Resort. And I'm launching more. Guys. Right. Oh, dude. All right. I was in Las Vegas. And I was at an event with a bunch of wealthy people. And I mean billionaires, folks. I mean fucking billionaires. And I'm sitting there having a conversation with a billionaire. And I was explaining what Trump was doing. And he's sitting there, he's scratching his head. And he was like, you know, that makes sense. Then I brought up UBI. And he says, well, I don't think universal basic income will work. And I said, right. That's why it's not universal basic income. It's universal Bitcoin income. Trump, that's why he said, I want to make every Bitcoin in America. I'm going to make America, what did he say? The mining capital of the world. Folks, universal Bitcoin income. That's what this is all moving towards. Because I'm telling you now, guys, with robotics and AI, there's going to be a lot of some of my bitches losing their jobs. But they're not going to lose their work. Their work is going to change because the new, and I've said this for years, the new currency is attention, human attention. We held our value in human labor. What work can you do? What work can you do? Well, now we're switching into, and this is going to take probably 15 to 20 years, we're switching into an attention-based economy where you, mark my words, folks. Mark my mother plucking words. There's a reason that every new TV, all right, every new television has a wallet on it. Check it out. Google that shit. Samsung, built-in crypto wallet. Sony, television, built-in crypto wallet. You know why? Because you're going to get paid to watch advertisements. because they will pay you in Satoshis for your attention. Yes, how we perceive value will be flipped on its head. Exactly. And I've said this for years. Your network is your net worth. That's why these clubs are so popular, because it's a place where early adopters, because I don't give a fuck if you purchased your first crypto yesterday, you're an early adopter. We're so early in this. Guys, in 10 years, people are going to look back on you, even if you just purchased yesterday and went, wow, you got in early. You got it when it was $100,000. Holy shit, it's at like $19 million. You got a hell of a return. And you'll earn friggin' Bitcoin. This is what I'm talking about. This is such a shift. There's so many opportunities. And that's why I tell everyone. That's why I friggin' tell, hang on, I'm going to switch this. All right. Because I know that my loan people are slammed. Here, if you're interested in a loan to purchase some Bitcoin, no KYC, give us a call, 941-413-6920. We offer loans up to $250,000 to buy some Bitcoin right now. That's what our club is. It's here to actually get you rich. And remember, no KYC, because our clubs are actually PMAs. I actually call them private membership organizations. And they're actually based on common law. Guys, almost 7 clubs open and running right now all across the country. I just recently bought a bank. I'm launching a resort in El Salvador. Why hasn't someone from the government reached out and said, hey, you're breaking the law? Because it's common law. And remember, common law is the foundation for civil law. And if you claim your rights under common law, civil law can go fuck itself. You have to claim your rights and go, fuck you. I'm a free individual. I have a soul. I have sovereignty. The only way you're free is if you are sovereign. And you have to claim your sovereignty. You have to demand that they respect your sovereignty. Because if you ask permission, you're already a fucking slave. Free men do not ask permission. I'm just saying. Hang on a second. Red Bull, I'm slowing down. I wonder what would happen if I had a Red Bull IV drip. Would that hurt me? I'll tell you what, I'm a risk-taking person. I'll actually try a Red Bull IV drip and see what happens. I'll let you guys know. All right. Guys, I got to wrap this up because I'm on my way to St. Louis because of our club in St. Louis and all that good stuff. Then after St. Louis, I'm going to try and hit Texas, but I don't know yet because I need to get out to Arizona because we are working with our partners in Arizona, looking for a location in Arizona. And then August 2nd, it's a Saturday, we have our Las Vegas Club grand opening. And Vegas is badass. We have a food truck and we have a 30, I think a 34-foot bus limousine that hauls all of our people around. And it's black. It's badass, dude. It's badass. So, okay, guys and gals, I got to run. Once again, if you are interested in getting a loan or getting into our mining program where you make free Bitcoin, I don't know why everyone isn't doing this. Give us a call, 941-413-6920, and we can hook you guys up with a loan, and we can hook you guys up with mining some Bitcoin and getting it for free. Call for details, folks. Love you guys. Have a great day and go out there and kick life in its balls. Make today your bitch. Slap it on its ass. It secretly likes it. Love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow.
Attention visionaries and pioneers, the future of wealth is here, and it's spelled B-I-T-C-O-I-N, Bitcoin. Introducing the exclusive Loans for Bitcoin program at the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where your good credit unlocks 0% interest loans for up to 2 years, or term loans up to $250,000 spread over 7 to 12 years. Why wait? Use this capital to acquire the world's fastest appreciating asset, Bitcoin. With prices hovering around 94,000 and projections aiming much higher by the year's end, the time to act is now. Leverage isn't just for Wall Street anymore. Arbitrage the low cost of your loan against Bitcoin's explosive growth. It's smart finance for the modern investor. And privacy matters. Our no KYC Bitcoin purchase program ensures you buy and self-custody your assets in your own wallet. Your keys, your Bitcoin, your future. And as the world shifts to digital currencies, be ahead of the curve. Front-run corporations, governments, in this greatest financial revolution of our times. I'm Jay Bose, CEO of Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club. Call or text us today at 941-413-6920 and get started on that loan application. Secure your legacy. You will thank yourself tomorrow.